Hello everyone and welcome to another video of the Sky channel. Now this video is about the Soul Rush event, and essentially a lot of people had been asking me about certain tricks that they can use to get higher points in the Soul Rush event. Salvaging all of your high level souls prior to the start of the event, getting a lot of soul essence and then using it all during the Soul Rush. Initially, my understanding was that as long as you do this prior to the start of the Soul Rush event, you should be able to use all of that soul essence and get the respective number of points for using those soul essences. But I decided that it makes more sense to give it a shot and see if it actually works. So in this video, that's what we're going to be doing. We are going to be testing out the different theories to see if they actually work. Okay, so you can see the Soul Rush is active. I haven't started it yet. I have 0 points right now. So what we're going to do is we're going to go in here. You can see that I've already salvaged all of the souls and I've also reverted the red souls back to level 1. So now I have 103,000 souls to use in the Soul Rush event. Given that you saw that I had 0 points, my expectation would be that I should have 103,000 points by the end of this video if that Soul Rush trick works. So let's get started and start leveling up these souls. You can see that I'm upgrading the red souls, because red souls are the easiest to switch back out of at the end. It only costs 500 diamonds and you get all the soul essence back, and then you can put anywhere else. Of course, you could do the same with other souls, it's just that you actually have to get rid of them by salvaging them. That's not the case in the red souls, which is why I like them more. Okay, so now we're done with our soul essence. What I'm going to do now is that I'm going to claim a little bit more, and I'm going to try to see if I can get one more level in, and I did successfully. And now let's go into the Soul Rush event and see how many points I was able to get. Alright, so you can see 35,000 points. Well, I guess it's crystal clear. I used 103,000 plus soul essence. Only 35,000 of those soul essences counted towards this Soul Rush event. This basically means that it's only the new unused soul essences that do count towards your Soul Rush. The rest of them just simply don't count. My understanding, of course, is that it has to be a brand new, never used before soul essence. However, what I'm not 100% sure of is what if you used it outside of a Soul Rush event and then you salvaged it? Does that still not count towards this Soul Rush? In other words, does it only get eliminated from being counted in Soul Rush events if you've used it during the Soul Rush or if you've used it ever? My understanding, of course, is that if you've ever used it, it won't count to any Soul Rush event. It just becomes a used up soul essence, so make sure that you do not go for the short-term benefits of getting a quick jump in your power, but rather keep unused soul essences unused until Soul Rush. Okay, another thing I want to show you is that this is now the same Soul Rush event. It's just a little bit in the future. So I got 61,130 points up until now. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to revert the level of one of my red souls using 500 diamonds. So I got all of the soul essences back, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to level up the red soul again to show you that it doesn't actually help. So 61,130, just keep that number in mind. Now we're going to level this back all the way up until level 30, and we're gonna see if it went up from 61,000 or if it didn't, and it didn't. It's still 61,130. Therefore, removing the level from your red souls during the Soul Rush event and then leveling it back up also does not work. That's another thing that people might have assumed works. I know I thought it did once before as well, and that's actually exactly what I did, only to find out it doesn't work like that. So it's not an infinite loop. The only soul essence I believe will work are ones that you've never used before. Perfect. So when you get soul essence, save it. Wait for the Soul Rush, get some high ranks, get some of those amazing mounts that they've made available, including the slime mount, so that you can start doing well in the parking wars. And since I still have you here, I do want you to know that you can get between 10 to 35% bonus on in-game purchases. All you need to do is follow the video in the description below that shows you how you can avail these bonuses. Keep in mind that there are special days, which are called the Aptoide bonus days, which actually increase your minimum bonus even further. So on that day, if it's a 5% bonus day, you might be looking at a 15% minimum bonus, or if it's a 10% bonus day, your minimum bonus on that day will become 20%. Definitely worth trying, especially if you are into spending in games. You can save a lot of money through Aptoide. Check out the video or ask me any questions by joining our Discord, and I'll guide you through the process as well. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you liked it. Please subscribe to our channel. Please like the video. Leave a comment below if you also ever tried this Soul Rush trick and realize it doesn't work. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.